Guys, welcome back to the channel. Now I'm here in Wrightsville Beach this morning. They've got an in-water boat show here, and we're right here at the Commodore Club. So I'm gonna take you through, carry you out in the back by the marina, and we're gonna look at some boats. Look at there. How about that? You know, it's not Miami Beach Boat Show and it's not Fort Lauderdale, but it's a nice boat show here. You got the boats cleaned up, and beautiful sun shining on them, and we're gonna walk around and check them out. All right, I'm right here on this Grady-White. Gonna start it off right here.
About our insurance.
Let me see what boat we're on here. It's a dual console boat. Grady-White 235, so a 23-foot boat with a dual console. Obviously, you got the walk-through bow. Nice bow area here, place to lay out. I mean, this is a comfortable place right here, and I love Grady-White's colors they got. Hail Mary, I'm gonna try that out while I'm here. Oh yeah. Oh man, this is comfortable here. Check this out. Got my armrest, you know, swivel seat. Although they got it tightened up where it doesn't swivel right now, but single throttle control, electronics, push button, Garmin display. Very nice. Revisit this just a minute. I believe we're looking at 211,000. We got a rebate of 4,000, and there's some options for you. Good looking boat. Nice hard top now. Unlike a center console, these dual consoles, you know, they come all the way out to the edge. So, you know, not ideal for fishing, but for cruising, just a great boat. Beautiful powder coating they have on their top structure here. I mean, just a beautiful boat. These boats actually, this one actually has a 350 Yamaha. That's been out probably a couple years. But anyway, we'll move on to another one. All right, this is a fairly new boat here for Grady-White, and twin 300s. It's a 281 Coastal Explorer. Beautiful boat. Beautiful. I'm gonna hop in, show you around just a minute. All right. Got the back seat here in the on the transom, and buddy, it does sit good. It does sit good. Just right, just right. There's nothing wrong with this boat here now, I can tell you that. Try to ham area out. Now this has got actually a dive platform on it, which probably is nice at the sandbar, but the problem is if you had a dock, it does you no good. I mean, a dive door on the other side would be nice to, in addition to this. That way you can have the best of both worlds. Let's check this out. Man, they got it figured out. A lot of boats, builders don't have it figured out. Feet placement, just right. You know, that way all the pressure isn't right here at your leg. You know, you can support your legs a little bit with your feet there. Oh, that's good right here, because you know when you're driving, you know you want to operate just the left hand, so you've got the steering wheel as far left as they could possibly move it here, and that's great. I mean, it makes it so comfortable. Sit right here and steer the boat, and twin throttle controls. I mean, it's just a super nice boat here. Let's look at the money on it. Let's see what we can see. All right, $353,000 with an $8,000 manufacturer rebate. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, you're going to get a good solid boat with Grady-White, I can tell you that. Nice inside head area. Got some storage up and down, window, place to hang your clothes. And I'm sure this is access right here back to the back side of your electronics. Very nice. We'll come up here. Although, you know, to get the space, they had to taper this down here. So maybe a couple kids could sit on this. Maybe maybe just one person in the center, be more like it. We'll sit on this bow area here just a little bit here. Now this is kind of, when it says Coastal Explorer, it's not, you know, it's not high gunnel size like you would see on a offshore center console. And that's a little, you know, that means it's Coastal Explorer. That means it explores inside the coast, I guess. But super nice boat. One thing, you know, these cushions are absolutely fabulous. The color is beautiful. These little shades they got here, I wish you could feel that fabric right there, man. It feels good. It's not going to rip and tear on you, although you're going to take it down before you get underway, but still it'll last a long time. All right, so this 28-foot Coastal Explorer looks good. And looks like it's got twin 300 Yamahas. Okay, we'll move on to another one. All right, we're going to, next boat is going to be a 28-foot Grady-White. It's got twin 350s on it with a dive door. Now look how nice this is right here. Just being able to just step right on it and come right on it. Don't have to climb over. Now that makes it nice. Your rear transom door. Cooler, live well. Pull out back transom seat. What a great color, that gray. I love that type gray there. Now this is a dual console boat, meaning, you know, you got the console area here and the console area here. Two people can sit here easily. I mean, you can drive it from the left-hand side of the steering wheel or the right-hand side. It makes it nice. Looks like it's got one big, probably at least a 17-inch Garmin. And this is a, while I'm here, 392 for 285 Freedom. These are wide beamy boats, all Grady-White, so comparably to the size, have a wider beam than most of the other boats, which makes it extremely stable in the water. And these boats are relatively heavier than most of them you see, and therefore they're not going to beat you to death in any medium chop. They'll be cutting through the waves instead of bouncing off top of them. Okay, we'll move on to another one. All right, this boat right here is a 32, and about 5 people on it. I won't get on it, show it to you, but it's got twin 300s, and just like the other Grady-Whites we looked at, just the best you can get on fit and finish. These boats are made in Greenville, North Carolina. You look back at the bow of it. A couple enjoying the amenities of the bow seating. Big old radar, night vision camera. Beautiful boat. All right, this is going to be the last Grady-White we show here. But it's a big boat, and I'm going to tell you what size it all is in just a minute. But it is a center console, it's not a dual console. Twin 350 Yamaha motors. Okay, so I'm going to see. Access through the transom. Probably a cooler. This is going to be a Bait station. Let's see if it's got no see-through glass. Dive door on the port side. And you're gonna come up here to the triple seat ham area. Very nice. Let's look at this price right here. All right. This is a 32-foot center console, $472,000. Boat show incentives of right at $47,000. Triple Garmin's. Now a lot of times you see Grady-Whites, they don't have the electronics in them, but this has got electronics in it. I'm gonna put down this bolster here. Get them seats right there. Man, that looks good. Man, that looks good. All right, we're gonna sit back here. Oh man, that sets good. That sets good right there. Dual throttle control, joystick. That right there is a bow thruster, I think. This is your auto track system. Cup holders, cubby holes. Oh, I love this one up here now. I think that's great to have something up there. Does not have any vent to let air in, but this area here is kind of short, so you're gonna get some air in here. So I don't think you're gonna get hot on this boat. And we're gonna walk forward just a minute. See what they got here on the inside of the cabin. That looks good. Nice head area, plenty of room for stowage here on this side. And then this bow area. These flip around backrest here, make it nice. We'll sit down right here. Just a nice forward seat there. You see a lot of them are kind of small. Since Grady-White boats are so wide, you have a place right here for two, grown people to sit here. Very comfortable. Just amazing boat. And you can get the bow shade. That's what that little clip there is for, to fasten it up there, like you see some of these other boats. This boat right here in front of us has got a nice bow shade on it. But you have the option as well is to put your feet right there behind you. So that gives you a double option, which makes it nice. I mean, you can sit like this right here, which I think is a comfortable way to ride, but then, you put your feet out here, anytime you want to. So that's kind of like the best of both worlds. Okay, we'll move on to another boat. I'm gonna show you this pair custom right here. 350 gray Yamaha on it. Just walk by here just a minute on the dock. Nice hard top. Nice little chase lounge seat area. I'm gonna hop on it and see how all this sits. Although I don't see any paperwork on it, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at. It's painted a little light gray on the inside. This looks nice. Place for your electronics. They do not have them included in this boat at this time. It doesn't sit near as good as that Grady-White, but it probably doesn't cost quite as much either. I think the ham's just a little bit narrow. One thing you'll see in boats now, although this is a D-tube here, a lot of times they've got a notch out here, right here in the console, that allow them to move this back. Therefore, to get the same space you got here, the console can be bigger. And so that's just something that most builders are going to integrate them in. This has got a little area here. Don't see a head or anything, but this stowage area. And this seat right here did look comfortable from the dock. Let me hop in and see what it sits like. Well, I think they got the angle on it just right, it kind of keeps your butt back here into your seat with this little crown in the seat here. But just, it's just A little bit short. I mean, of course, you know, you're limited on size of the chase lounge on the size of the boat, but to get the forward seating and this, you got to have probably a little bit bigger boat. So this falls a little short right here, and a little bit too much pressure on my legs there. But all in all, you know, it's a nice boat. It's just kind of up and coming company, I guess. All right, we'll move on to another one. Okay, I'm going to show you this Crevalle right here. They got two of them, the bigger one, the smaller one. I'm going to start right here with this smaller one. Live wells, got them up, both of them running nice. I'm going to step right on. Of course, I walked out here first. Let's see here. All right, there's your money on it right there. $199,000. 26 foot with a 400 Mercury on it.
How we doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? How about that? That's nice to see right there. Think how clear that water is right here at Wrightsville Beach. Of course, you're right here by an inlet, you know, and so you're going to get some clear water here. A lot of places are going to have river water, muddy water, but that's not happening right here. All right, so a little stowage here. The mezzanine area. Nice bolsters here. I'm going to put that down and sit on it here. All right, man, you're setting up kind of high, boy. You can see good here. Yeah. I would love to see this brought up just a little bit. To me, it's about 6 inches low. Yeah, I gotta bend my back over to get to it, which you know, nothing to do on just little short run, long runs may get to be uncomfortable to you. Plus, you got plenty of vision even with them raised up. Now, how about this? This little configuration I haven't seen. You face backwards. Just say you were sitting here. I can see a use in this. Sitting out here and some people sitting up there talking back and forth, especially if you're just putting around the marina, the sandbar, or putting down the channel, the ICW, whatever. I like that. I like that. It's got a nice cushion on the side there. That was good thinking. Casting deck up here to remove the cushions, or layout pad, sun pad. Very nice. Not quite a full windshield here, but steel blocks with a side window in the front. I think that's plexiglass. I think that's going to knock the wind off of you good enough. So we'll see if we can get on this boat over here to the side.
The hard top right here.
Yes, sir.
You got a air compressor down here for plating your tubes and stuff like that.
Okay, that's nice.
It's got 3 live wells, Seakeeper ride trim tabs.
Seakeeper ride system on your trim tabs?
Yep.
I'm gonna check it out. Looks nice. Got a pull out transom bench seat. Starboard side access door there. Live, no, these are coolers here. There could be live wells as well.
Right.
Little bait station, prep area, sink. Tackle boxes.
Yes.
You ever seen the redneck switch on the?
No, let's see it.
So, the new Mercury V10s, you got the different exhausts on there. So they're running right here. You can change it to sport exhaust, and then we call this the redneck switch.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'm familiar with that. You know, I'm a redneck, and I like that noise. But when the wife got on the boat, she'd want me to turn it off.
Then you do that.
Don't show her where it is, and if you show her where it is, you're gonna lose your coolness. I knew it had the exhaust noise reductions on it, but I didn't really know where it was or what difference in the sound. You do that one more time so I can show the sound. All right, that's got the noise to it right there. Listen to that. Listen to that. Now it's turned off and just whisper quiet. Don't even hear it running. You know, I've heard a lot of people talk about how quiet those new V10s are, and and then but some videos you'll hear them making the noise. So that's the deal.
Yep.
You can do it. You can have either or.
And then when you know, when it's, that's 2,500 RPMs. I mean, you still can barely hear it.
That's right. Does Yamaha have that? No. And that's one nice feature
I
about
will
V10.
say that Mercury definitely has dominated the market on the engine loudness.
And you know one thing I like about the Mercury engines, you ain't got to take the cowling off to check the oil.
Yep, pop that door right up.
Yeah, the little top thing just pops right up and you check the oil level. I mean, on a Yamaha, you got to release about 3 hatches and work it up and get it off. And it sometimes can be a booger bear, especially if it's sitting in the water.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to look around. Thanks for showing me that. This is down below here. Nice head area, some storage, sink. I do want to come on this side. Well, let me sit right here first while I'm here. Okay. And I'll be honest with you now, it doesn't get any better than that right there. You got an armrest here on both sides. I'm talking about a big armrest. This is kind of like a, I was going to say a 60-40, but it's not. It's like a 40-40-20. But you know, everybody's got a separate armrest. You've got your cup holders. This be something. Look right here. You see how they notched this cabin in right here and slid this D tubing in. This is flush right here. I mean, that gives you, if you're setting this on the outside, you're taking up double wasted space there. So incorporating this into the console, you create more space through here or bigger space on the inside. So I think that's great. They're all going to go to it eventually, just a matter of time. Just like those dive doors. They're all going to have some dive doors on them before it's over with. Here's another thing that's the market's trending toward on center consoles are these built-in backrests. I kind of like that. A fisherman probably would not like it if he's dedicated 80% fishing, because it kind of bothers him a little bit having to walk around it and all. A lot of fishermen don't even want any forward seating. This area here does not get in any of the fisherman's way, what I call the chase lounge right here in the center. But this doesn't have any armrest on the inside, but it's got them on the outside, cup holders. I'm gonna sit right up here. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. You know, a little bit short for my feet, but I'm not gonna be sitting up here anyway. For the wife, it's perfect. The kids, great. Now this is a sunshade they put up here in black. Seemed like I liked the white better that was on that Grady-White. But either or will work. I mean, you're not going to use it a whole lot, but you'll use it some. Full enclosure with a vent up there to get some air through, with the actuator on the vent, and your motor and stuff would be inside that little bubble there on the hard top. 2 looks like 17-inch Garmins, and the engine diagnostics. We're gonna look around here and see if we can find a price on it. $500,000, $499. Okay, it's not bad. Great boat here. And like I say, this is a 33-foot. Beautiful. There's a couple of Albemarle boats here, dual consoles. You got this boat right here. Let's see what it is. 27-foot dual console for $249. Then we're going to look at this much bigger one here in just a minute. But slip in here, check it out. It's a good looking boat. Let's see what this is. I got a feeling this is a little sink in here. Yep. Pull out transom seat. I'm going to guess this is possibly cooler or live well. And that's live well. Could be a cooler, either or. I didn't denote the difference here, I don't guess. Now that right there doesn't, oh, it's all one. It's just two doors on the same one. How about that? Twin Yamahas. Check this helm seat out. You know, on that Grady-White we saw, it had a dual-sided helm seat. This is a single, but most of that's probably due to the fact that you want to keep that space open to walk through, and the beam on this boat is not what the Grady-White was. But now look at the price difference. You know, $249 right at $250,000. I think the Grady-White was more like 400 something, depending on which size you're talking about. But nice boat, twin Garmin's, 12-inch Garmin it looks like. Now let's see what's behind here. Okay, surprisingly, that's very nice. Got a head down there, little sink, clean up afterwards. Nice and clean looking. And then on this side over here, okay, you got a little bed area there to overnight on. Don't know if two people could overnight on it, but one person could. A couple kids maybe. And then we got the forward seating. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is nice. I'm not gonna try to put my feet up there with my shoes on, but this is nice. Good high sides. Now this is not like we looked at that Coastal Explorer that Grady-White had, which was a super nice boat. But the gunnels on this are, in relationship to the seats, this is way higher. The Grady-White had probably like 6 or 7 inches less gunnel height in relationship to the forward seating here. And my wife likes it to be safe and dry, and with the high gunnel sides, I think it gives you that, at least a safety factor. And then, like I say, this is a dual console boat, looks good. Got some curtains up here, isinglass. Okay, we'll move on to another one. Albemarle. What size you say this boat was?
This one is a 33.
33.
31, I'm sorry.
31. Okay, either or. It's a nice boat, a big boat. Oh man, that's clean right there, but it's a pull-out bench seat. Live well right here, or cooler. They've got it used as a cooler right now. Look at that massive, wide hardtop it's got on it. Man, that's big. That's big. Look right here at the price, $529,000. These seats here have got little foot placements there on those fold down areas there. I'm gonna try to sit on this boat one time. Now that's a massive seat there. Instead of going the 60-40 seat or the 20-20 or the 20-40-40 seat, whatever, they just got one massive helm seat. Not bad, let me try it out. Show you that right now while I'm getting up here. Man, yeah, that's good. Only problem with this right here though, you know, if I'm sitting here, I'm sitting back relaxing, you know, I got my armrest going on here and I'm riding. And if I'm not on cruise control, autopilot, whatever, you know, I've got a considerable reach without getting all over, and that bends me all over, you know. Now I break my neck to look back up. Now that's not laid out like I like it. Now standing, this is probably just right. I'm gonna try standing as well. And put this bolster up. Oh yeah, standing couldn't be no better. Couldn't be no better. Good height for it there. Throttle controls. Seakeeper ride system on it, trim tabs, autopilot, different switches for different functions, obviously. So LOA 33.8. So it is a almost a 34-foot boat, big boat, and that's wide too. Now the beam on it, 10.8. That's a wide boat. I'm gonna look right over here, see what I can come up with. Oh, that's just a close off for the bow area. Okay, keeps your air out when you close this door over, so you don't have the air blowing through on you here. And then here's the door right here for this area. And this area here is your, already got the heat and air on. Got a place to lay down up forward, stowage, and electrical panel. I'm gonna look on this side. I know it's got to be the bathroom area. Very nice, very nice. Air conditioned vent blowing. It's actually blowing heat. Because it was kind of cold this morning, but it's warmed up just a little bit. Got a place, a little trash can attached. Coming on forward. Try this forward seating out. I don't believe it could be no better. Nice, wide. I like the fact it's got the armrest. A lot of them don't have that armrest right here on the forward seating area. I like that. So this grab rail could be a little bit higher here. If it was a little bit higher, you could tuck your arm underneath the rail and rest it on this nice soft cushion padding. But now you just got a little edge right there, and that doesn't feel good to me. And you don't want to lay it up there on that hardness. So let's get the grab rail up a little higher so we can make this a little more comfortable. That's my input on the boat. And you know me, never build a boat, never going to build a boat, but I use a boat, and therefore I do have my opinions on the boat. Now I'm going to share them with you, whether you think they're good or bad. That's what I'm here for, to share my opinions as actually being on the boat and showing it to you. But a nice boat, super big boat. We'll move on. All right, we're here on a 30-foot Tidewater, twin 350s. I want to show you one thing right here before I step on. You know, most boats, their widest point is along here somewhere. But this seems to be the widest point a little bit further. And that gives you that super big bow area. I like that. I like that. A couple live wells. There you go, them dive doors again. They're absolutely a must. This one's on each side. Therefore, you can pull in the dock, back into the dock, it doesn't matter. Same access on and off. Pull out transom seat. Transom area's got the non-skid padding area on it. Makes it good for getting out of the water with wet feet. A bait station here, or live well area. And I'm gonna pull up here and stop. Now this is kind of like a, almost like maybe a 60-40 split, but it's got, looks like almost 3 equal pieces in the seat. And the seats themselves are a little bit wider. Let's try that out. Now you see that massive bow, how wide it gets way up there in the front of the boat. Now that's nice. Yeah, and then you got a place right here for the wife, the grandbaby, or your kids sitting right here with that folded up. And when they're not with you, you know, you can share this wide armrest. Looks like it's twin 12-inch Garmin's. Your feet placement, perfect. Perfect, they got that right. That bottom one is for when you're standing up. JL audio system. Place for your phone, induction charger. I like this. I like this. I don't know if I've been on a 30-foot Tidewater. I've been on some bigger ones, but this one's shaping up nice. They've already gone to the molded in bow, back, forward seating backrest. Now you see that's molded into the insert of the boat, and some of them are doing it by just adding it on, and you'll see a little crease down all the way up and down there. That doesn't quite give it the structural integrity as much as something molded in would have, but it makes it nice. Now this table here goes up and down. It's on the actuator there. It slides down, slides up. Right now it's in what's called sun deck position. You can put it all the way down, take the cushion off, turn that into just an area to walk in, you know. And I'm gonna sit on this right here. Let's see if this is a armrest. If it is, I don't believe it is, but if it is, let me see. Can't get it out, but I'm gonna assume it's not, but it may be one. Yeah, this is just a little bit small for a grown man, but like I say, the wife would appreciate it. What's that right there? Since they're so close, you know, the further back in the boat you sit, the less bing and bang and up and down you're gonna get. So even if you move back this 6 feet right here and get in this seat, it'll be a little bit nicer ride, but it's not going to be a totally big difference. One thing nice while I'm looking at this seat right here, it's good high gunnels right here. And I'm not going to sit in it, but I can tell they're up high from where you'll be sitting down here. And just a nice looking boat. It's got the painted grab handles. I do love that. It's got some night lights, rope light that lights up there at night. Actuator on the vent to let some air in when you need it on hot days. It's an absolutely beautiful boat. And it has got some room in it now for this size boat. It's got some room in it. We'll walk back around the side here and revisit my paperwork. For $275,000, this 30-foot boat. Now, you know, you look at some other videos in the a lot of 30-foot boats you're seeing there, they're 340, 350,000. So, you know, you're talking about you know, 25 to, you know, $40,000 discounted over on this boat versus some of them other ones. So this is a Tidewater 302 center console, a 25 model at $275,000. All right, let's move on to another boat. All right, I'm looking at a Regulator here. No shoes. I'm not going to get on it. The floor may be wet. I'm not sure, but beautiful seats there. That wood grain on the armrest looks nice. We got the same wood grain replicated here on the chase lounge up forward of the cabin. And then looks like they got plenty of bow seating or casting area for fishing. Regulator. Don't see any paperwork on it, so I can't tell you. It's a 30-foot boat, but I don't know the price on it because I'm not going to be able to see that. I don't even think they have it posted. All right, we got a Sea Hunt right here, a 275 Ultra SE. It's got twin 200 Yamahas. Boat show price, look at that, $160,000. Boat show discount gets it down to $150,000. How about that? So for $150,000, there's a lot of boat there now. One thing Sea Hunt does, they got about the best price to have some of the best amenities on a boat that I've seen. And not for everybody, but a lot of people like them. I think it might be one of the best selling boats on the market. Since it's an Ultra model, it's got a built-in back seat to where the game fish does not. It's got more fold-up seat and things, but this is way more comfortable boat for us riding, doing some things on it. And like I say, it's got twin 200s behind me. This area here's got a cooler when in the stern, a rear-facing seat here. I'll sit in it just a minute. And very nice. Very nice. Dive door on both sides. Now that is something, like I say, you know I like that. That gives you the option. You know, let's just say if we're on this dock right here, we're going to use the port side door. But if we had that slip over there, if you're going somewhere and overnight and you're going to use that slip over there, this door is going to be open to the water. You don't want that. You're going to need this door. Because if you're on the other side of the dock, you got to have the starboard door the way that boat right there has got the starboard door. So, you know, just how nice it is to have the option to do either or side. Hail Mary looks great. I'm going to put this bolster down and sit right here. You got your autopilot right here. Yamaha engine controls. Your trim tabs. Your starting buttons right here. Throttle controls. Does not have a joystick. Got a full enclosure with an actuator on the vent. You got the overhead lights that work nice. And all sea hunts, they come kind of pre-prepped for outriggers if you want them. If you want an outrigger, it would be mounted right through here. But if you opt out, you know, it doesn't take away from the boat. Easy to install them back in. Now this is actuator here on the bow table. They've just gone to that in the last year and a half, 2 years. You slip right in here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slip right in here and spin around. Give this a look-see. Sit down. Plenty of length. Look at all that length I got past my feet there. And sitting right here, the sun shining. I can sit here. I sit here all day. Right here at the beautiful Wrightsville Beach Marina. Check that out. Check that out down here. Now this is the money district, friend. When you're in North Carolina, and you want to come down here to the fine restaurants, and on both sides of the water here, you got the dock side on the other side, and just restaurants right here, over there. I mean, this is a nice place to be. And the good thing about being here, you know, depending on, you know, the ocean's back that way, I mean, this blocks a lot of wind off of you. So you can sit out here and enjoy your boat, get the boat prepped up, ready to go somewhere if you were here at this marina. Easy dockage. Like I say, don't have a whole lot of windage on you. But anyway, here's the 25 model, 275 Ultra for $150,000. Nice. All right. We've got another Pursuit here. I'm going to get on a look at it. Don't see where I got to slip my shoes off. This boat right here has got twin 300s. That's a S288, so assuming it's a 28-foot boat. Looks like it is. Come right through the port side access door. All right. This right here is a little bit different from what I'm used to seeing. It's got are these fixed armrests? I think they're fixed where they don't move. I don't know if I would like that or not. But anyway, I'm gonna sit up here in it. When it got it at the right height, they should have put a armrest right here. That would make it nicer. But it's kind of one-sided deal right over here on the helm side. Twin Garmins. What am I seeing there? Oh man, that ain't nothing but dusty. Didn't get that cleaned up when they brought it, but it's doesn't take away from how nice the boat is. It's a nice boat. Like I say, good feet placement. Just missing the armrest there. I'll come up here to the bow. You know, I got a lot of boats that got these things right here. You pull them up, swinging around, they pop in. You know, the problem is, see, look at that gap right there. You got a gap from here to here. And when your cushions are here, you know, you kind of miss a little bit on your butt right there. I'm not crazy about that. I'd rather see the seat come back a little bit more and go more crossways or move it forward just a little bit. But the reason they did it, to maintain access here. You get more easier access around by cropping that corner off. Full glass windshield. This has got the berth up here in the front. I call it a berth, but it's probably just a head area. And let's see, right here. Let's see if I can get into it. No, it's too hard to pull and way too low for the access place. They should have cut something out here and just, just don't have to get on the floor. Get on your knees to open it up. Okay. I'm not going to pick it apart anymore. It's a nice boat. I just, doesn't have the features I'd be looking for. Maybe it's something that you absolutely love. Come check it out. Okay, look at them out there putting. That's nice. That's nice right there. I think they're actually going with the current. That means the tide's going out. They've got a lot of big boats here. Like I say, down here in Wilmington, people's got money down here. They're not broke like we are at the house, trying to grind it out, planting corn. I guess the only reason we do it is because our granddaddy did it and our daddy did it, and we think we got to do it, but we'd be smarter to get into a little more of a job that can actually pay some money. Check this boat out right here. It's a big one. Now, it's not in the boat shows, it just happens to be down here at the marina. What a massive boat. We just got off that 27-foot sea hunt there for $150,000. I say it's a cheap boat. It's not a cheap boat. The boat is built great. Just the price, and $150,000 ain't nothing to shake your stick at either. I mean, it's still $150,000, and but it's more affordable for most Americans than would be a Grady-White. Now, is it nice as a Grady-White? No, it's not as nice as a Grady-White. But I mean, it serves a purpose. Gets you on the water, gets you in the game. I mean, that's where you want to be. You just want to be in the game, get out on the water, go fishing, get on the water, go to the sandbar, travel from point A to point B on the ICW if you're down in Florida. Get you up and down the bayside or the ocean side, doesn't really matter. I mean, I think that's a great boat for the money. All right, guys, I'm here on a 32-foot Yellowfin. Now, this is for all you fishermen out here, because you're going to love this boat. But I'm going to show you what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Start with, it's got a nice live well right here. Fishermen's going to love that. Them big 400 horsepower each V10 Mercury Verados coming around here to the helm area. And you've got nice helm. I don't really like the plastic glass up there, the isinglass they call it. I'm gonna sit up in this seat and show you what I hate about this boat. Well, when you're sitting here, I got nowhere to rest my feet. Way too far down there. You're 10 inches too far away from my feet, and I'm 6 foot. And going forward, they put this pad here because you're hitting your shin right here. So that doesn't work good for me, and that's what I take away from the boat right to start with. I've sat on them before, but now I know they're great boats. I mean, I can tell you, this boat would probably take as rough a water as any boat out there. So you got to give it that. It's a well-built boat. It's made for standing here, but even standing here, look how close I am. Look how close I am to this this helm area. It's got a little small step down there, like I said, was too far away when you're sitting down, and you can't put your feet up there because the pad's in your way. So I don't understand why even have the step if you can't even get your feet up there on it when you're standing. They got Andy skid little pebbles on it, but if you can find me somebody here that can actually put their feet up there like that, possibly. I mean, God almighty, break your leg one time. No, they gotta redesign, rethink that. All right, let's move on around. Now, this is what the fishermen like. They like the open bow, which is nice, if you're fishing. That's all you're doing. But you know, some men loaded up with money ain't got to ask a wife for permission, or maybe not even have a wife. But now I got a wife, and I want her to be happy with the boat, and she wouldn't be happy with this. A little sitting area here. I'm gonna try this out. But it falls way short for me even being comfortable. If they were gonna put this on here, they should have brought this lounge out here, at least to give somebody a chance to sit back and relax. Not everybody wants to stand up all day fishing, I can tell you that. I know some fishermen that don't even want to stand up all day and fish. But anyway, that's the yellowfin. Now I've got to break my neck to get back off of it. That's what I don't like. All right, but I hate to put this camera down so I can make that happen. Made it off. Actually, I climbed over the transom area and got back here and made it a little easier to get off. Not, you know, just a deep drop in there. But if you look at that massive gunnel right there and how wide it gets at the cap of the boat on top, that adds a lot of strength to it. You know, that boat's going to take the waves as good as any of them out here. And but I'll be honest with you, if I get in 5-foot chop out in the ocean, I don't want to be out there to start with. So I'm gonna look at my weather report and try to avoid anything like that. All right, guys, I think we've seen most of the boats here, not all of them. But looking back across the in-water boat show here at Wrightsville Beach, and there's the Wrightsville Beach drawbridge. And I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. It's been a pleasure making this video for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next video, take care, and I'll see you next time.